This show was brought to you by our own bonus episode. Click the link in the description to check it out.
What? What? Monkey Jones is gonna break your bones. He knows what he's talking about. He got stats, you know. A homegrown stone cold balls out killer and a no doubt thriller living in the back of a distillery.
DigiB going green, thinking about life and shit. He's got a big dick, plenty on his mind to spit. So don't doubt his legitimacy. When you see his post, don't think we share and retweet.
Holy shit, welcome everybody to Insufferable Social Media Argument, the podcast, episode 15? 15, Jesus fucking Christ. We're still alive. I don't know why. We've been killing ourselves slowly every week, but I guess it's too slowly.
And we're back again, and we missed last week, but god damn it, you know, we have to do it. We have to do it for you guys, to share the love of slow motion suicides and insufferable debates, or I guess arguments, as you want me to say.
Yes.
Not debate.
Yes, it's an argument.
Speaking of not being able to say the word debate, did you know that as of a week or two ago, you now officially have more YouTube subscribers than Maddox?
I know, it's a beautiful thing. Do I have more than he had at his height?
I have no idea.
Or is it just because he's fallen so far that I passed him?
Let's just say you're better than he ever was.
That's obviously true.
And I think we need to play the Maddox Lost song again.
Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, 'cause his problems fucking suck. Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost, Maddox lost. Dick is the winner.
First we beat his podcast, and now you're beating his YouTube. What, are you going to write a book that becomes the #1 bestseller at New York Times? Who knows?
Maybe. How old was he when he wrote that book?
Probably like 24, right?
No, he couldn't have been that young, could he?
Yeah,
he's only in like his late 30s, right?
Yeah. The book was like fucking.
And the book was
13 years ago.
So he would have been probably his late 20s. Let's just say he wrote the book when he was 27, and that I've got a year and a half to knock one out.
Sure. I mean, hey, you wrote that you wrote a light novel in a day, right? Just publish that one. I'm sure it'll be a New York Times bestseller. It's pretty good.
Yeah, they'll be jumping over themselves to fucking publish that one.
Yeah.
That book will make sense to at least enough people to beat Maddox's book.
Hey, speaking of winning things, let's see who won 2 weeks ago. Although, first, before we go into the voting, we should address the celebrity special guest who was sitting in the corner waiting for us to introduce him. We're very rude. The last month, we've been teasing that this guest was coming on, and he is finally here. I'm very proud and excited to announce Mr. Kermit the Frog!
Oh my god, we finally fucking got him.
Hey
Say hello,
guys, Kermit the Frog here, glad to finally make it on the podcast. I'm no longer just leaving voicemails, I am now a full-fledged celebrity guest star. Hey, thanks Kermit.
Good to have him in the studio for once, you know.
I'm glad that some celebrity guests show up when they say they're going to show up. You know, I'm not
a lesser celebrity
fingers.
Was supposed to be on the show.
A lesser celebrity.
A lesser celebrity than, you know, Kermit the Frog.
Right.
But a certain Greeky sneak decided to sing us a Cuckmas carol,
right?
As he is known to do. I have to come out about this because of the fact that Asterios Kokkinos is known for the fact that he is full of shit. He is known for the fact that he
still want him on the show. What are you doing?
He'll still come on. He doesn't listen to the show.
He doesn't listen to this shit. Yeah, he has no idea. If he follows me on Twitter, but I guarantee he doesn't read my tweets, because if he did, he would not agree to come on this show if he read my tweets.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Asterios is known for the fact, like, he's been called out many, many times on the shows he's been on for bailing on shows, showing up last minute, always being badly organized, like making up excuses for why he can't show up. Like, this is stuff that everyone accuses him of. And so the first week that we're supposed to have him on, he obviously forgot and tells us
I don't want to say his excuses though, because if they're real, like that's
but they're funny.
If you say so, I mean, I'm just gonna zone out for a minute and I'm pretend I didn't hear this.
The first week he said that he had a stomach virus, and that he had to leave. Like it was bad enough that he had to leave his boxing class that he was in beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't know why he couldn't just say I forgot and sign me up next week, because he obviously had forgotten. But he also had a backup so that we wouldn't bring him on that night.
To be fair, he did offer to record the next day, but I didn't feel like it, so we didn't.
Well, we were like, let's move it to next week when the show would be.
Yeah.
And he even checked in along the way. But then today, when we finally hit him up about it, he said that his friend is dying and he's on a drive to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
His friend's mom died, and he's driving to Philadelphia. And then he sent me a phone number and said, let's play tonight by ear. And I don't know what that means, dude. So.
And I don't know if I want to text that number and give Asterios Kokonos my phone number, so I think we can refrain for now.
Yeah, well, I was more worried about texting the number and it not being his number, so...
What's sad is he went on David Clegg's podcast for like a full hour, and we can't get him onto this.
He was paid to do that, though. We're not offering him any money.
I offered him $10. That's double what he got paid for that show.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll get him on next week. If not, we will be sure to tell you in extreme detail what excuse he came up with for not being
That could be the next bit, is what is Asterios' excuse this week?
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be better than slow motion suicide.
Hey
guys, don't we have some polls to look at? Yeah, you're right, Kermit. We do have polls to look at.
Thank you, Kermit. Keeping us in check.
So the first argument we had last episode was, should affirmative action be abolished? And I'm already calling shenanigans. With 53% of the vote, the winner was no, because Digi wants Mumkey to be his affirmative action wingman, which is bullshit. I should have 100% of the votes, because these were both my answer.
Yeah,
I came up with both of them.
And yet you still wrote it in.
Because you needed an answer. You just gave up and let me answer for you.
I don't remember. It's been 2 weeks, and there's been a lot
of
alcohol.
You don't remember when it's been 1 week.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of alcohol between then and now.
The next argument was, can a girl be incel? And with 62% of the votes, the winner was me, with no. Some men are so desperate they would fuck any girl, which I wholeheartedly agree with.
And now it's true.
Well, your argument was the ugliest woman on earth is a woman, and I don't think many people bought that, because they have seen photos of you, Digi. You can't hide that.
That's fair.
Yeah. He said with sorrow. Now, here's something astonishing. There are 670 votes on Is Bullying Wrong? And we have an exact 50-50 tie on this one, with yes, people need to be weirder, and no, bullies are necessary for pulling the freaks and weirdos back down to earth. If we would have recorded this last week, you were winning, but somehow I caught up because it's exactly 335 votes each. I don't think we've done that before at such a high number of votes. It's crazy.
Well, hot diggity damn.
Yeah. And finally, what is the worst Pokemon? And every Pikachu that isn't Pikachu pulled ahead early on, but unfortunately, Miltank ended up taking it with 53% of the vote.
So who won? I'm like, there's so many different... Did I win?
Well, the first one I'm saying was a wash, but technically you won. And then we had one tie, and then you...
So I won 2, and there was a tie. Doesn't that mean I kind of win?
We could say that, but I think, we have a guest, Kermit the Frog. He wants to tell us, he wants to plug some
Kermit,
things. We don't have time for a boozer loser, I don't think.
Ask Kermit, what does Kermit think? Who does Kermit
think won last week? You really want me to let Kermit decide? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let Kermit decide who won last week. Kermit's honest, I trust him.
Okay, if you insist.
That's only one person I trust in this world. It's the Green Man himself.
I think that Mumkey should drink. Oh, fuck you, Kermit, you piece of shit. You motherfucker.
I knew it.
That son of a bitch.
I knew Kermit would be on my side.
Okay, you want me to chug my beer?
Well, that's what Kermit asked for, so
Fucking Kermit, bitch.
It was all up to him.
I wish Asterios was here. Okay, here I go. I'm drinking.
Like Asterios wouldn't make you drink.
Okay, that's that beer.
I finished mine too. There wasn't much left.
Okay, what's next on this fucking show?
Slow motion suicide.
Linkin Park, baby.
In loving memory.
Lost under the surface.
Okay, Digi. You know, this is our legacy segment. It's been going on since, before the show even started. We've
been a fucking time.
We've been slow motioning suicide since we were born.
Literally before Christ.
Right. Who I think was gay? Is that what we decided?
Christ was gay, and he participated in the slow motion suicide. He was a part of it.
By being born Jewish, he was destined to slow motion suicide.
Yeah. Well, by being born the son of God, he was destined to. Not all Jews kill themselves, but
I mean, there's an argument that can be made, but I'll lay it off until next episode.
All right.
What's your slow motion suicide this week?
Oh, I'm going first? All right. My slow motion suicide this week is internet drama.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, internet drama. It turns out I'm like a magnet for it, Mumkey.
Yeah, no shit.
I literally can't open my mouth without causing some kind of internet drama. Over what?
Like an innocent video about how you love to pirate things and steal anime from the industry, right? Is that what the video was about?
Yes, it's about how much I love thievery. And I don't understand how that's a message that anybody could not want to get behind.
Right, I agree with it.
Have you ever met anybody who's like, oh, I don't like stealing?
No,
like
I would call them a cuck.
What are you talking about? I don't understand, Monkey. I just can't open my mouth without a bunch of people jumping down my throat. And I can't breathe with all those people in my throat, ergo I'm choking to death. That's my slow motion suicide.
It's just like your tweet. Like, the problem is all of your critics assume that you are respected, but all of your fans don't respect you. And that's the fundamental problem.
That's the funniest thing in the world. Yeah. My critics think that I'm some kind of like I'm influencing everybody's lives and like I'm this big mover and shaker in the community because all they see is way more subs than they have and making way more money than they have. But what they don't understand is that people follow me and give me money because they want to watch me be a weird drunk. I'm like a lolcow to them, you know? They're like, how fucking weird can this guy possibly get, is what they're hoping to see.
All right, Digi. Well, I have a first for this show. Usually for the slow motion suicide, we talk about things that we've been doing throughout the week. But for the first time ever, I'm going to perform slow motion suicide live on air.
All right.
In the form of social slow motion suicide. I have written up a list of my real life opinions that if somebody hears me say these in public will cause social suicide.
Okay.
Are you ready to hear some of these, Digi?
Absolutely.
All right, here's number one. And I hate to say this, and people are going to be really mad at me, but I think that Pickle Rick is really funny. I really do. I think it's a funny joke. Funny character.
Okay.
You ready for number two?
A little bit of a weird opinion, but
I'm saying how I really feel, and I understand this is probably social suicide, but I got to get this stuff off my chest. I really do.
No.
Number two, I think that Donald Trump is a stupid racist. I'm sorry.
Whoa, Mumkey.
I gotta say it. Somebody has to say it.
What happened?
Somebody has to say it.
What happened?
He just, he came out and said that, when two groups are fighting each other, they're both being violent, and I can't accept that. Only one group is being violent when two groups are fighting. He's a fucking racist.
I never thought I'd hear these words out of your mouth, but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Even rip the rest of the Band-Aid off while you're fucking at it. Let me know what
social suicide, even with you.
Yeah.
Okay, here's number three.
The most disappointed in you I've been in like a week.
Here's number three. I think that Maddox spent too much money on his website. I'm sorry. I think he did. I mean,
it was only $30,000.
Yeah, I think that's a tad too much for a website. I'm sorry. I know I've disappointed my family and friends.
I mean, if you're being a professional, don't you think you should fork over what you can afford?
Hey, I'm just saying what I gotta say, dude. I mean, I know it's social suicide, but I have these opinions and I have to get them out there.
This segment's really bringing me down this week.
Well, let's end it with some Linkin Park, baby.
I think I've got a new slow motion suicide.
Oh no, well, let's hear it.
It's listening to Monkey Jones's social suicide. It's killing me slowly.
Yeah, it's a social suicide because my social circle kills themselves when I speak.
Do we have any more?
No, that's all I got.
Literally the worst opinions I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. All right, here's your Linkin Park.
Lost under the surface.
All right, that's all right. We can go on to the actual arguments now, can't we? Wait, no.
Yeah.
There's one other thing. I know this is top heavy, but last week we introduced.
It's okay to be top heavy because we never take long enough on our fucking arguments.
That's true. Last episode we introduced that we are doing a celebrity suicide pool.
Oh, I forgot about that. Shit.
Yeah, I did Robert Downey Jr. and I don't remember who yours was. I think it was Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah, it probably was.
Well, a bunch of people in the comments had some suggestions. They wanted to get their names in the pool, so I pulled some of my favorite ones. We've got Tiddlywinks, who says Tobey Maguire because his acting career has been a mess after Spider-Man 3. That's true.
Okay.
We've got Wardrobe Dweller.
Is Tobey Maguire known to be a depressive kind of guy?
Did you see Spider-Man 3? There's a whole scene where he's all emo and dancing and shit. Yeah.
It's the best scene in the movie.
I agree. Wardrobe Dweller says Shia LaBeouf, one day he's gonna just do it.
I could see a Shia LaBeouf suicide, but I could also see him living forever.
Yeah, it's either one or the other. He's dead this year or he's not gonna die.
If Shia LaBeouf commits suicide, then Kanye West and fucking Kid Cudi are not far behind. They're all kind of the same.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a good one that I think might actually be valid from Widum Boise, who says, I vote Bam Margera for the celebrity suicide pool. And I wouldn't put it past him. He's had some rough times after, Ryan Dunn died? I don't think he's been the same.
I don't keep up with Bam Margera enough, but he seems like a sad boy. I could see it.
And finally, I got Darkfire Frost 691, who says Peter Roger for suicide pool. He is surely in a deep depression after the loss of such lucrative movie deals. Yeah, definitely.
That would be Elliot Rodger's father, right?
He's especially going to be suicidal when my videos drop, and he tries to sue me, but he doesn't know my real name. What are you going to do? And one other comment I had to bring in. It's not about the suicide pool, but there was a user named Master Eruka Plays who said, great podcast as usual, Mumkey. I especially loved the part where you justified affirmative action over your hatred of Asians, then the XD emoticon face. Hilarious. Keep up the awesome work. And I've become so jaded that I assume when I see this type of comment, the person is being sarcastic or mocking me or ridiculing me. But
it's hard to tell.
It really is, especially when they use the XD face. I always assume that they're joking. But I clicked on it, and it's this. It's either a 12-year-old boy or a 25-year-old woman, and there's videos of them speaking with their face, and I still cannot tell.
I need a link.
I'll send it to you. I'll post the link in the fucking comments. Everybody, go check out Master Eruka Plays, and please, you guys can have your first comment debate about whether this is a young boy or an old woman.
Yeah, this needs to be. How are we gonna make a comment debate? How can we?
I can just do an extra straw poll for the commenters to vote on.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, this is not. There's no winner or loser here except for you, the audience. How about this? We'll do it this way. We'll put the straw poll in the description. You all vote, and on the next show, anybody who lost will be the boozer loser, and we will think of a punishment that you have to enact on yourselves.
I'll get Master Eruka Plays on the show, and she can reveal what their gender and age are.
Oh yeah, I guess we'd have to figure out the truth.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. All right, send me the link. I need to know. I need to see. I need to put my...
I'll send you a link after the show. I don't have it on me right now. I just copy-pasted these comments.
But then how are we going to be in the pool? Oh, well. I guess it'll just be...
Do you want me to go find it right now, and I'll cut this part out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it.
So we can be in the shame pool.
Okay, I'm sending you the link right now. You tell me what this person is.
Okay, let's... Oh, this is hard. Okay,
yeah, I
hold on.
know. It's real, because I've met 25-year-old women who are exactly like this.
I think this is a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, you think it's actually a girl? I thought it was like a young boy or an older girl.
No, I think it's a young girl.
Well, shit. I still can't tell because I don't. I mean, I don't know. There's no indicator, and they're kind of covering their face with their
the way they
Yeti.
wear their hat says to me, girl.
Okay. Well, hey,
That's like
it'll
the
be up to
only
the
video with
comments,
the face,
and if
too.
Master Iruka shows up to tell us.
Yeah. Iruka is a character from Naruto, right?
Yeah, that's the guy with the big scar on his face who's like friends with Naruto.
Well, I have no idea, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Through the straw poll, which determines the truth.
That's right. We will tell this person what they are. Anyway, let's move on to the 4 big arguments that we were supposed to have with Asterios Kokonos, but I guess now Kermit the Frog will have to fill in.
Yeah. Alright, the first question on the docket is, are ghosts real?
It was supposed to be who literally did nothing wrong, Dick or Maddox, but then after getting ghosted by Asterios twice, I decided we should just talk about ghosts.
So I guess your stance is that ghosts are real.
Oh, ghosts are real, and I'll tell you why.
No.
Have you ever heard of my friend Asperger?
Yes.
Okay. I was expecting a no. So my buddy Asperger, he's been having some romantic problems lately, and it's become a big meme, not only in my YouTube comments section, but my Discord as well, and it has been haunting him for several months now.
It's a real specter following him around.
Yeah, it's really spooking him. It won't leave him alone. He was in love with this girl, and they were meant to be. They were star-crossed lovers. They were a regular Romeo and they were a regular Asperger and Juliet. There you go. But my friend Digi, you're not gonna believe this, but poor Asperger, he got ghosted. This girl just up and disappeared one day, stopped talking to him, and this happens not just to Asperger, but to men across the world on a daily basis. These cruel, heartless women just decide, hey, you know what? You know, that guy, he probably has, half an inch bigger cock. I'm just going to stop talking to my current boy toy, cut him out of my life completely, never speak to him again. I'm going to motherfucking ghost him. I'm going to become a ghost and disappear and never reply to a text, never reply to an email, ignore all of his calls. I'm a ghost. And that is evidence. Asperger is living proof that ghosts are real.
Ghosts aren't real, monkey.
Prove it.
Ghosts aren't real.
The burden of proof is on you.
I just proved it, monkey.
How?
By saying it and being me, who's always right.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that ghosts are dumb. Have you ever seen Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, good show.
No, not a good show.
What the fuck?
What episodes of Scooby-Doo have you enjoyed?
The cyber chase, when they go into the video game and they have to fight the Phantom Cyber, dude.
That movie sucks.
And Phantom Cyber is a phantom, aka a ghost. You're done.
What do you think? What's so good about that movie?
They go into a video game and they have to beat levels and then fight a ghost.
That ain't real. You can't go in a video game.
It's a cartoon.
Look, do you remember?
Was the point you were trying to make that in Scooby-Doo all the bad guys are a person in a mask? Is that what you wanted me to say?
The ghost.
But then I brought up the
fake.
one movie where the ghost is real.
Well, that's also true in the movie that has the song. That's not what I wanted you to say. I just wanted you to say that the show sucks because I don't like Scooby-Doo.
Fuck you.
Therefore, it's proof that ghosts aren't real because Scooby-Doo sucks dick.
I'll have you know, when I was 4 years old, when I was 4 years old, my brother and I went as Scooby and Shaggy for Halloween, so thank you very much. Go fuck yourself.
You don't even like dogs, monkey. You hate dogs.
I grew to hate them, but when I was a young boy, I enjoyed them. And Scooby-Doo, he taught me. He's an Uncle Tom of the dog world. He's the only good one.
Oh, look. When I was growing up, Scooby-Doo was on TV all the time, and I thought it was boring and shitty, and all the characters were gay.
Yeah.
And I hated it, and they would play it all the fucking time on Cartoon Network. Like, they would play the old shows, the newer shows. It has like 80 different shows that all get played.
What does this have to do with ghosts being real? What are you fucking talking about?
Because the show is dumb, and because it's about ghosts, and ghosts are gay and dumb, not real.
If they're gay and dumb, that would imply they have to exist in order to have those properties.
No, lots of stuff that's not real is gay and dumb. Antimatter is gay and dumb.
Name 5 things.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. 5 is a lot.
Yeah.
Your mom.
She's real.
Your social acumen.
What does that even mean?
Your social skills. Ghosts are gay. I have no argument for this.
Okay.
I can't think of anything. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess our connection issues are actually helping me because it's interrupting you from your shitty argument.
The fact of the matter is that you brought in "Are Ghosts Real?" because it would be funny to say that Asterios ghosted us and therefore ghosts are real. So whoever had the opinion that ghosts are real was always going to be the winner because the entire conceit of bringing this in was that ghosts are real. That's the only joke to be made from this. I can't argue against that and just deflate the entire premise. So therefore, I was fucked from the start, and my only argument is that Scooby-Doo sucks dick. So fuck you, and move on to the next question.
Okay, speaking of things that are dead, Digi, which celebrity death was the funniest? And I can go first if you don't got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
The funniest celebrity death... When
I
you
got
think
one,
of a
but I can't
celebrity
remember
death,
his name.
When you think of a celebrity death, it impacts the world in a big way. It's one of those things where, like, if somebody asks you, do you know where you were when Michael Jackson died? Like, you probably do. I know I was in the theater for Transformers 2. And when we found out, somebody read the text and I was like, who the fuck is Michael Jackson? Because I was 13 and I didn't listen to that kind of shit. So this is something that impacted the world. And when you're thinking of the funniest one, it has to impact the world in a funny way. And Digi, that's why the funniest celebrity death was Asterios' friend's mom.
Was she a celebrity, though?
Yes,
does that count?
Because upon her death, she affected the world in a major way. Asterios couldn't make it to the show, and we had a great bit with Kermit the Frog, and then we had a great debate about ghosts. So that's why it's the funniest.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she's not a celebrity.
She is, because I think a celebrity is somebody who a lot of people have heard of, and everybody listening to this podcast has heard of her. So by the standard of this podcast, she is a celebrity.
How many people listen to this podcast?
Every single one listening right now has heard this episode before.
How many people listen to this podcast?
100% of the people who listen to this podcast have heard of this woman before. 100%.
Yes, that is true. How many people is that?
I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. They're the ones voting. People who don't listen aren't voting on this.
What is the average listener base of the podcast? Give me a number.
It's
How
like
many
10,000.
views?
10,000.
10,000. Really?
Yeah.
10,000. Okay.
Yeah. What's it to you? I'm sorry that we're not pulling Rick Steam minutes levels of views over here, okay? We're a small, quaint 10,000 listener podcast. What are you gonna do?
Monkey, do you consider yourself a celebrity?
Yeah.
Do you consider Asperger a celebrity?
No.
Has Asperger ever been on a podcast that's pulled over 10,000 views?
No.
Not even the King of the Hill one with me on it?
No.
Well, I have no argument.
You could just pull up the video and see if I'm lying.
I assume you know. It probably has like 4K or something. I don't know.
It probably has like 9,999. Well, okay, Digi, you don't think she's a celebrity. I get it. What is your pick? Who is the funniest celebrity death?
I need to remember his fucking name. Hey,
Anton Yelchin.
What's the guy?
Adolf Hitler.
I'm asking my audience.
Oh.
Is it that guy who played fucking Aladdin? Not Aladdin, the genie. Genie.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Funniest celebrity death, Robin Williams.
He is pretty funny.
Yeah, hilarious guy. Everybody loves the Genie. You ain't never had a friend like me. You know what I'm saying?
The only part of that song that stuck out to me was when he said, "You ain't never had a friend," because I was like, wow, this song really speaks to me. He's right. There was this great copy pasta on R9K about how the guy loved the Aladdin soundtrack, and he would drive around listening to it, and he listened to the CD so much that it started skipping. And at one point, it started skipping at that part, so he just heard Robin Williams yelling, "You ain't never had a friend," over and over and over again, and he started crying.
That's fucking awesome. That's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's true, but it's a great story.
I mean, it's R9K, so I imagine he really does have an obsession with Aladdin and really doesn't have any friends.
Name 3 Robin Williams movies you love.
Okay, Good Will Hunting.
Not a very funny movie.
No, not funny at all. No. World's Greatest Dad is really good.
Okay, never heard of it.
It's also not a comedy. It's about how his son committed suicide, and it's kind of sad and tragic. And at the end, he gets naked. He's a teacher at the school.
That sounds hilarious.
He's a teacher at a school, and his son commits suicide. And at the end of the movie, he gets naked at the school and jumps into the pool.
Wait, isn't that also what happens in the "Oh Captain, My Captain" movie? That's him, right?
Yeah, that's Dead Poets Society, and I think he also dies in that. So yeah, 3 hilarious movies. Great pick, Digi. My 3 favorite movies are tragedies.
Movie. There is a suicide in that movie, but it's not him.
I think he dies, because at the end they're like all doing the "Oh Captain, My Captain" thing, but he's not there.
I thought they were doing that to him. I don't know.
They do at the beginning, I think.
Well, what's your 3rd favorite Robin Williams film?
I just said 3.
What was the 3rd one?
Dead Poets Society.
Oh, that was your pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the point is he's hilarious. I've heard him talk about stuff, putting fingers up his ass. Great guy.
That is pretty funny.
That's great. Yeah. And
what's so funny about the death, though? How did that contribute to comedy?
He killed himself.
Yeah.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
Well, it's because he had depression, which we both know depression is really funny. So I guess I'm just helping you out.
The entire conceit of this show is how funny it is to want to kill yourself.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Literally half the fucking dialogue on this show.
Yeah.
What greater icon for the Insufferable Social Media Argument podcast could there be than a funny guy who killed himself?
We're just looking into the future when we see Robin Williams.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which just makes me more sad.
Hopefully we're not quite that old by the time.
Yeah, hopefully it happens sooner than later.
Yeah. Hopefully we're more Chester Bennington than Robin Williams.
So I get
Which
it.
Was also
Robin
a
Williams
death.
is like Robin Williams is a great conceit for this whole show, but Asterios' friend's mom is a conceit for this episode. And I live in the now. I don't think about the future. I don't think about the past. I live in the here and now and today. Okay. YOLO, my friend. YOLO.
YOLO.
And by that I mean, here on episode 15, the funniest celebrity death has to be the one that's most relevant to this episode, which is Asterios' friend's mom.
I think our audience gets to decide which is the most relevant death to this episode.
And they're gonna choose correctly, as they always do.
Yeah, they always choose correctly. That's true.
Yeah, that is true. Hey, speaking of the audience, should we move on to the argument number 3?
Oh, this is gonna be... All right.
Okay, this one comes to us from a user named Bob Kane, who wants to know who has the worst fans, Mumkey or Digibro?
I gotta hear your argument first.
I've gone first the first 2 times. You gotta go.
I gotta know what approach you're gonna take.
What are you talking about? I'm just gonna pick the one that's the most realistic, and I'm gonna go with it.
Okay. Who has the worst fans?
Yeah. And just to let you know, the most upvoted comment on the last episode was a request for us to debate which of our girlfriends has the better tits, and I chose this one instead. So just keep that in mind for whatever reason.
Okay. Mumkey has the worst fans.
What the fuck?
Mumkey has
they'll
the worst...
kill you for that.
Mumkey has the worst fans on the internet.
Bullshit.
Period.
Name one bad thing my fans have done. You can't.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't get the joke.
Okay, Monkey fans include, for instance, Asperger.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, the guy who tried and failed miserably to attempt to, I don't know what. I honestly don't know what. I don't know what he was going for.
What did he do?
He showed up. Okay. We set up a podcast where the joke was going to be that this guy tries to shit on me for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I argue against him. And somehow, even though it was set up deliberately to be that way, he still managed to fail so badly that your entire audience roasted him to nothing and he disappeared from the internet for months.
He got ghosted, okay? He had an excuse.
He went ghost.
Yeah.
This guy...
They ghosted him and he ghosted us. Now we know his pain.
This guy gets destroyed on a podcast he set up. And then, for some reason, I guess he realizes, oh shit, I've made myself look like an idiot because the setup of this podcast makes me look like I was legitimately trying to come at this guy and just failed miserably.
Yeah.
How do I make myself look good again? I know. I'll rap battle him.
Yeah, because Asperger is a very talented rapper.
Yes, he's a rapper. And so he made a rap, and so I went, oh, I see. And then I made a rap.
And he used anapestic tetrameter, which is always important to use when you're writing raps and not poetry.
Yeah. So I wrote a response rap that destroyed him so thoroughly that he stopped talking on the last I ever heard from him was he hit like on my response and then disappeared forever. And literally no one heard from him for 6 months. I got people messaging me, like, mad at me, going, what did you do to Asperger? He was a good guy. And I was like, I don't know, man. I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't know he'd die. But now
all you ever did was respond to his aggression, and they're mad at you.
And that's just the least of Monkey's fans' problems.
And he's the most talented and nice of my fans.
Yeah. That's like the best Monkey fan, is the guy who I killed.
Yeah.
Oh, aside from that, we've got a bunch of, like, just rabble. A bunch of rabble, we'll say. A bunch of bullies.
Would you say a bunch of high school neckbeard autists? Would you go that far?
I don't think they could grow neckbeards.
Probably true.
Yeah, they're not that kind of, like... I don't know, I picture all your fans as, like, skinny 14-year-olds, you know?
Yeah, me too. So do I.
Like, I picture them all looking like you, but younger and shittier.
And they're all wearing, like, a Clockwork Orange t-shirts and shit. And, like, a Naruto headband, unironically.
What the fuck is this character I've never seen anyone with a Clockwork Orange t-shirt.
That's the classic Monkey fan. And he's like mouthing off to his teacher in ninth grade biology class.
I'm picturing more like filming themselves on a webcam with a Guy Fawkes mask hanging on the wall in the background, you know?
And they've got like a katana that their parents bought them on eBay, and they're trying to look tough, so they're like unsheathing it and then putting it back in over and over again.
Like every other sentence, like they make a threat and then unsheath the katana a little and put it back, you know?
Like any moment they might be pushed over the edge and actually pull it all the way out. Yeah. And then I guess cut their computer in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you're trying to say that my fans are bad, but you're just describing a bunch of, humorous people who provide laughter. Like that King of the Hill podcast we did with Asperger. People loved that. They said it's the most entertaining podcast they've ever heard.
No. The people the people I showed it to all told me that they wanted to die and they wanted to strangle Asperger so badly. And I was like, guys, we set it up, right? It was a joke. They're like, no.
Yeah, but isn't that how Ben Saint responds to every video you send him, though? Like, that's not really a big deal.
Well, not just Ben. It was mostly my brother. Victor, and everybody knows Victor's opinion is pure. So anything Victor believes, this is a general rule. Anybody who knows Victor knows that whatever he believes is true because he's pure. And he listened to that podcast.
We'll see if the voters agree.
It was horribly obnoxious and he wanted to punch him in the face. So.
I think the voters of this show might outweigh Victor's opinion. I'm sorry. I think they might.
I would be shocked if the voters of this show did not agree with anything Victor said because Victor is pure.
Does Victor vote on this show? I know you said he likes
Possibly. I have no idea. He might on this episode.
All right,
reflect the purity of his stance. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you why Digibros fans are far worse than Mumkeys fans.
Give it a shot.
At least Mumkeys fans provide comedy and happiness and laughter to the world. Whether you're laughing with them or at them, at least you're laughing.
No.
When it comes to Digibros fans...
No, usually I'm just mad.
With the exception of Sheepover, have you ever laughed at a sheep? No. That's all Digibros fans are. Just a huge flock of sheep, and he's their big phimosis cocked shepherd. Instead of one of those stupid shepherd, what are they called? Fucking wooks? Handles? Canes?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Instead of a big old a shepherd's cane, Digi has his big old phimosis cock cane. Okay. And he guides his sheepish, his sheeple fans and tells them what to think about anime, and they follow his every word, and they follow him on Twitter and say, "Oh yes, Digi, oh I'll like and retweet your every stupid thought that you posted while you were taking a shit, because you're the biggest genius ever made. Oh, you know, I really like this anime, but I have to watch and see Digi's review before I know if I actually liked it, because his opinion is God." These fucking sheep, they can't think for themselves. At least my fans, at least they can think for themselves.
Where does the problem come in? Where's the problem with these fans sound amazing? They sound like
they're
great
amazing.
People.
They're amazing for you, but for an outsider looking in, it's disgusting. It's like Nazi Germany, and you're Hitler, and all these brainwashed Germans are following your every move.
Hold on, are you trying to like put shade on Nazi Germany here?
Like I said, Donald Trump is a big dumb racist, and I have to put that out there. I know a lot of people will be disgusted, but I have to say that. Whereas my fans, they don't follow my every word. Have you read my comment section? They fucking hate me. Every single thing I post, they go against it. They give me constructive criticism. When's the last time you received constructive criticism? Never. You could put out a piece of shit video and they'd say, "Oh, Digi, oh, that's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen, Digi. That's the greatest. Oh, you're such a genius." Me, if I make a mistake, they let me know tenfold, and then I know how to recover.
Monkey, I don't get constructive criticism because I don't make mistakes. My fans have told me that.
See, yeah, exactly. You think that because it's what your fans keep parroting to you because they're a bunch of fucking sheep.
My fans are smart. They're smart people.
No,
they agree with me, so therefore their opinions are right.
If you have to turn to Digibro to get opinions on anime, you are not a smart person. I'm sorry. It's not true.
All right, Monkey.
Whereas my fans, they're intellectual enough to criticize me, give me good suggestions, and then make really funny rap songs.
Monkey, we're thinking about this in too broad of terms, okay?
Sure.
Because our fan bases can include all kinds of people. I'm sure not all of your fans are gigantic raging assholes. And I'm sure that
you shouldn't be too sure about that.
There's got to be a couple. There's got to be a couple good apples in there.
I don't know.
And I'm sure not all of my fans are mindless dick-sucking drones.
Every single one.
No, there's got to be a few who haven't sucked my dick.
You are the definition of cult of personality, and you even self-admit that every day.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that every fan of me wants my nuts.
If they don't, then would you even consider them a real fan?
Yes.
No.
But to break this down, we're going to use a couple of fans who do want my nuts. Because we each have at least one alpha fan who we can put above all the others.
Wait, so you want them to finish the debate then?
What this question really comes down to, if we're asking who has the worst fans, it's really a question of who's got the better girlfriend.
Well, no, because Sheepover is not my biggest fan. My biggest fan is actually Kermit the Frog, who is here in studio.
Kermit the Frog, do you think you love Monkey more than Sheepover?
Yes, I Kermit the Frog here. I believe that my relationship with Mumkey is more genuine and pure than that of him and Sheepover.
Have you ever sucked Mumkey's dick?
I am actually under the desk sucking his cock right now. Kermit, I'm gonna come! Kermit, I'm croaking! I'm ribbit! Ribbit! He wants me to say ribbit when I come. It reminds him of home. When his mother would suck his dick.
That's the end of the Insufferable social media argument podcast. There's nowhere to go from there. We've hit rock bottom.
Monkey getting a blowjob from Kermit is really where you draw the line?
Yes, that's it. That's the end. That's the fun we can't. There's nowhere to go.
Did you hear the part when I said Donald Trump is racist? Like, that's way worse than anything else I've done tonight.
That's pretty bad.
You got any other arguments for this one, or should we move on?
I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
Hey, Digi, I got a big question for you. What is the best sport? We're both big sports fanatics, you know. Typical anime fans also love sports. You've probably played a lot of sports in your life, so the question is, what is the best one?
Do you have an answer?
After you do.
Oh, fuck. Psst, baby, what's the best sport? Water sports. Okay. The best sport is water sports.
Okay, that's fair. You know, I've played water polo before. I've played water volleyball. So yeah, I mean, water sport. I like diving. I like swimming.
Monkey, no. I'm not talking about sports that happen in water.
Whatever could you mean?
All one word, water sports. Okay. Water sports is where you kneel down on the ground and you look up to heaven. You look up into the sky and you beg for God's grace to fall upon you. And then a stream of golden water falls on your face.
Yeah.
From someone's dick.
Right.
As they piss on you.
Yeah.
That's water sports.
I think Donald Trump did that in Russia. I think that's the big story that
yes.
the liberals want to put out there.
Yes, Donald Trump did that in Rush Hour. That's true.
No,
with Jackie
Russia.
Chan. He pissed on Jackie Chan.
Stupid. Have you ever played water sports? How do you know that it's so good?
Oh, baby.
I mean, we both know that Davu has done this, but he doesn't listen to this show, so I'm not worried about losing his vote.
You ever piss on your feet in the shower?
No. What? No. I can aim because I don't have phimosis all over my dickhead.
You've never gotten your piss on any other part of your body on purpose just to see how it feels?
Not even on accident.
Well, your piss is really hot and it feels nice, is what I'm...
Yeah.
Try it sometime. It's pleasant.
I mean, I come on myself all the time, but that's better than piss.
Your piss is way hotter than your cum.
Have you done experiments to find out? How do you know this?
I've pissed all over myself.
By accident.
You know about my cock. I can't, just pretend I can't aim my piss. It just goes everywhere. It shoots like a fucking bazooka. It's like it hits
I've seen your toilet. Yeah, I've seen the toilet. I know how it is.
People see the toilet and they think, oh, his piss just, shoots out and lands on the toilet. No, it bounces off the toilet and comes back and hits me in the face. It's like a fucking reflective... It's like, I'm trying to think of what video game it is, where when you shoot the shotgun, it bounces off the walls and hits other guys. That's what my piss is like. Someone comment what game I'm thinking of.
You can do that in Ratchet Up Your Arsenal.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking of. I piss like the shotgun from Ratchet Up Your Arsenal.
Okay.
And it turns out it feels all right. So,
So how do you win? Because every sport, you need to have a winner and a loser.
You swallow.
How do you win or lose?
Whoever can swallow more wins.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. It sounds like a good sport. I might go try it out with sheep over.
Yeah, give it a go.
But water sports might be cool, but it's not even anywhere close to the best sport.
Okay.
Are water sports recognized by the Olympics?
I had to look at the registry, but I don't think so.
I don't think they are.
Not that anything that's really good is mainstream, so,
Yeah, mainstream, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what new sport the Olympics are considering including in the 2024 Olympics?
Bear blasting.
Motherfucking video games! Best sport of all time is video games, and let me tell you why, Did you know that video games include games like Madden, which is football. They include FIFA, which is soccer. You can play any sport in video games.
What
there are
game
video
has
games
water
like
sports?
Grand Theft Auto. You can pee on a hooker in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Can you do that? I've never heard
Yes, you
that.
can. Yes, you can.
Is that part of the hot coffee mod?
I don't know what mod it is, but the answer is video games because it's literally every single sport ever without any of the negatives. Only the benefits. You don't got to get up. You don't got to get all sweaty. You don't got to make friends. You don't got to feel bad when you lose. You just play this video game sport all by yourself. You can always win against the computer on easy mode, and that's it. Every sport ever under one umbrella, and you got to control it the whole time. What better sport could there be?
I don't think watching a character on screen piss on a hooker's face would give me anywhere near the gratification of the warm piss like streaming over my body.
Yeah, but you can do that to yourself while you're playing the game.
Then you're just doing two different sports at once. And the water sports is the part that's bringing it to life, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think the difference here is that water sports is one specific thing that is really good, whereas mine is everything on a pretty average basis. So if you'd rather have one really great experience,
So basically
or
quality
thousands
versus quantity is what you're saying.
Exactly. That's it. I've got all the quantity, you've got the quality. Mm-hmm. It's a very simple debate.
Yeah. All right, audience.
Let us know, what's a better sport, water sports or video games?
Yeah.
Good show.
All right, I guess we got to get into all these fucking voicemails now.
Yeah, I purposefully made sure that no Nolan emails got in, and we've just got more original content.
Hell yeah. Back to how the show's supposed to be.
That's right, until we find a new gimmick.
Yes. All right, I've got the first one ready.
I think this one is actually, it's from my dad.
Yeah, your dad called us in. I didn't know he listened to the show.
Yeah, I got him into it. He thought it would be stupid, but then I told him what it was. He chuckled a couple times, and I guess he wanted to leave a voicemail. This is my
parents
real
won't
dad.
listen to the show because they're afraid of being influenced by slow motion suicide. So.
Oh, I thought it was because they didn't want to be embarrassed about you talking about sucking your dad's dick.
No, I told my dad about that part because I was proud.
Did you really?
Yeah, he loved it. He said maybe I'll take you up on that sometime.
Well, let's see what my dad has to say.
All right,
you ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Monkey, this is you. It's your daddy. Please come home, son. Ever since you moved out, I've become worried for you. I mean, you jerked your mighty monkey cock to Elliot Rogers' manifesto. You read Mein Kampf in public. You talk to this faggot Digibro who, I mean, he's an alcoholic pedophile who fucks horses with his fucking elephant
Your
trunk
dad says
phimosis
pedophile?
cock. You can do better than this monkey.
I guess so.
Me and your mother are very worried for you. And also, fuck you, Digibro.
Hey.
What country is your dad from?
He sounds like Florian Himsel.
He sounds like he's calling from a tin can on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, in some
deep... He does sound a little bit like Florian Himsel.
Yeah,
but
he's deep in some European country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. So my dad doesn't like you, did you? Who would have thought?
I'm hardly shocked.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the next guy?
Oh, you bet.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, how's it going? Longtime fan of the show, love what you do, and for all the time that I've been on the show, there's been, a lot of changes to the ISMA formula, a lot of things being added on, and just like generally a degenerate downward spiral is the main trend, but there's also been some improvements along the way. I don't want to take that from you. One of those improvements is that you both got girlfriends. Now, I don't know if you're going to do a review on this, like a girlfriend review, but this has been on my mind for a long time, so I hope you indulge me here. What is your favorite fuck orifice? Now, this can be like, the usual ass, mouth, pussy, but it can also be like, foot jobs, hand jobs, or like, no, rim job doesn't count, but, any sort of opening that you can put your dick through. I was wondering, what was your favorite? Like I said, I'm a longtime fan. I really appreciate what you do. Keep doing what you're doing, and have a good night.
All right, Monkey, what's your favorite fuck orifice?
Well, oddly enough, it has nothing to do with my girlfriend. It's actually just Kermit the Frog's mouth.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Does Sheepover ever get jealous?
No, she encourages it because she doesn't want to touch me.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mine is the ear hole. Because you can't really go into it, but you can just subtly rub your cock around the rim. And I like that subtlety. Fucking shouldn't always be about like hard, rough, crazy shit. Sometimes you just want to go soft and gentle and, get the
They
mood
say that
going.
you shouldn't stick those cotton swabs in your ears because they're dangerous. So your girlfriend thought, hey, let's find something smaller.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't put it in the ear because my dick is the size of her entire ear, but, just kind of rubbing against it feels nice.
Does it get covered in earwax when you pull it out?
It gets all in my phimosis, and
That's fucking horrifying.
I put my finger in the phimosis skin, and you can't see it, but I'm like rapidly circling my finger around as though I was gathering something from my skin. And so I pull out, in cartoons, how they always pull out, like, a fucking ear booger the size of their whole head? That's what it's like when I pull it out of my cock. It's, like, bigger than my body. This, globe of earwax that I pull out at the end.
Well, yeah, you can't put a cotton swab in, so you're like the middleman. You pick that shit up with your phimosis vacuum cock. You suck it all up, and then you can stick a cotton swab in your dick because it's much safer.
Fun fact about phimosis cocks, they can,
There's vacuum that shit up.
Yep. All right, you ready for the next one?
The end of these shows are always the weirdest.
Yeah. Are you ready for the next call?
Yeah. This one is... this one's from you.
It just says interview with a Digi, so... You ready?
Well, I assumed it was... I think it's you interviewing somebody. I don't remember.
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my god, guys. I can't believe this is happening, but I did it. I managed to get an interview with Digibro.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just so happy. So I have to ask you, sir, how are you feeling right now? Okay, I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it. Okay, let's just move on to the next question. How do you feel about Monkey Jones? How would you describe him? Because everybody's so curious.
Punk bitch motherfucker.
I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject with you.
That's not cool, did
don't you do a podcast with him still? Isn't that what we're on right now?
You know how I feel. Can't fucking do it anymore.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I heard it was bringing in $60 a month.
Yeah, $60 a month.
Think of why Monkey would want to drop that podcast, unless it wasn't Monkey.
Can't sit around. Can't watch stuff go down. Gotta say something, guys. Look, I'm not gay.
Okay, I don't see what that has to... Oh,
no.
Well, we're going to be back next week with more interviews. Probably we're just going to be continuing this one, but that's all the time we have for today, and I'm getting very uncomfortable here, so I'm just going to turn off this recording right now. Thank you, and goodbye.
Hey, I like that. I hope that more Digibro interviews come in.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that stuff in person, Monkey, but I figured it might be better for you to hear it out of a second mouth, Well,
that's too bad, because I was really hoping we could be gay together. I think that was the implication.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the last one?
Yeah, this one is from somebody in the future. Somebody who has heard all of our future episodes.
Whoa! All right.
It's crazy.
3, 2, 1, go.
AAA. Halo Didgeridoo and Monkey Janos. I am a time traveler from the future and this voicemail is about a future topic. You fucking retards. Twilight Sparkle would suck as a farm animal. Fluttershy is obviously the far superior choice because she could take care of all the other farm animals. You wouldn't even have to do any work.
I think they meant farm animal.
And also she's way more hotter than Twite. So fuck you Mookie and suck my massive throbbing G-cock dig eye. Fluttershy is definitely the fairest manimal.
Didn't we already have that argument?
Yeah, that was like, I think, episode 6.
Why did he have to... Is he, like, binging the finished podcast in the future?
There's no reason for him to be a future time traveler if he's just commenting on old episodes.
I like how he kept saying farm manimal.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how they speak in the future.
I guess so. Manimal
I have some good news.
Manimal's gotten so famous in the future that everyone just says his name all the time.
They come from far and wide to find him.
Yeah.
Digi, I've got some good news. Yeah? This time traveler also sent us an episode that we recorded of this show from the year 3000. And I figured, you know what? Next week, instead of, let's take a break next week. Instead of recording this show, I'm just going to release episode, I think it was 2586. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds fucking great.
Yeah, we get a week off. I guess we'll have to record the bonus episode still, but hey, next week, everybody, you get to hear episode 2568 of this show. I don't even know what it is. I haven't listened to it yet.
That's a good idea.
What?
Yeah, so I guess we'll see you next time.
All right, see you later.
Suck my dick and fuck my ass.
Monkey Jones is gonna break your bones. He knows what he's talking about. He got stats, a homegrown stone cold balls out killer and a no doubt thriller living in the back of a distillery.
DigiB going green, thinking about life and shit. He's got a big dick, plenty on his mind to spit. So don't doubt his legitimacy. When you see his post, don't think we share and retweet.